The Premier Arms Anniversary Party this Saturday, 3 p.m. I will be there. You should be there. Right there in Brownsburg, 3754 South Green Street in Brownsburg. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. There's the Hoosier Leadership Summit that Senator Banks is putting together. I am speaking along with Caleb Blakesley out of WOWO in Fort Wayne. Kurt Schlichter coming into town for this. A host of people. I'll get you more information because if you sign up, you can attend. I think it's free. It's going to be a fun day. That's on Saturday, and then after that, heading over to Premier Arms, their 24th anniversary celebration to benefit the VFW and Veteran Suicide Awareness. I think I'm going to be helping with a bourbon tasting, if I know it right. That's my plan, at least. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I forget sometimes if I say hello. Go to premierarms.com and get all the details. Allow me, on the subject of Micah Beckwith, if Micah Beckwith doesn't know this, allow me. This political career is over. Stop thinking you're going to be able to run for governor. That's not going to happen. Stop thinking you're going to win in a governor's race. That's not going to happen. And I'm telling you right now, after this insanity of these brash statements that you then fall apart on because you haven't thought them through and you haven't asked yourself what it means. If you run for governor, and I feel that there's no candidate to properly take you on, I'll run for governor. Micah Beckwith, sorry, I don't know you as a... And, you know, I've never really hung out with you. One event where I was sitting next to you with Americans for Prosperity a few years ago seemed nice enough. Everything else I know is your run for lieutenant governor, the work you put in there, and then your times on this show, which didn't go great for you, sir. And now your post about the Haitian community, about how you met with Haitian pastors in Marion County. These people have endured earthquakes and violence, and more than 40,000 are seeking asylum in Indiana. And what I saw was not a community asking for a handout, but people determined to work hard, raise their children to become contributors to the great Hoosier state, and assimilate to the American way of life. Now, in later posts on social media, you discuss how you weren't talking about paying for them. You know, ultimately advocating for firmness does not mean abandoning love. I was letting these pastors know that they have a responsibility to care for their own community. It is their job to do that. It is not our job to fund them. Well, that came afterwards. That did not come from the original post, which got a lot of play. Lieutenant Governor Beckwith, a lot of play, because it was, wait a second, I thought we were standing firm against illegal immigration. What exactly are we talking about here? And just because somebody wants asylum, do they believe in the nation? Are they going to follow our laws? Are they actually interested in being Americans? It's our job to open up to people who don't believe in our way of life and actually work proactively against it. Not saying that they would, but asking the question of where is the standard that you claim to hold, Lieutenant Governor? And if you believe this so much that these people are such good people, you believe in your conversation, why did you delete the tweet? No, Lieutenant Governor, here's what happened. You believe that you're smarter than the room. You believed this when you posted, going back to, when was the post there, Producer Carl, about 3/5? When was that? Oh, here it is, right here. So this goes back to April, talking about how the 3/5 compromise regarding the Constitution was a great move. You thought you were smarter than the room in engaging the conversation in a glib way. You weren't. You weren't. You still thought you were. But then again, that's when you were saying, hey, I'm not really interested in governing. I'm interested in a podcast. The podcast has become the porn career for people who don't have a face for OnlyFans, or a body for OnlyFans, or limberness for OnlyFans. Basically for people who are not going to be on OnlyFans. That's what the podcast has become. You failed to engage properly. You failed to think before you spoke. You then made a video explaining yourself in your way too tight jeans while you're swinging your leg. You remember that video? He's swinging his leg like you're a child. We said so then. This is not a way to reach out. Now you've got this about Haitian refugees. And it seems to be a very different take than you had back in October of 2024 when you were writing about Haitian refugees in Logansport. Lieutenant Governor, you saw an opportunity to be the LG. You reached out through the delegates. You worked it hard. And when the governor, Mike Braun, came in without having a good enough plan, picking a lieutenant governor who had no experience and no contacts and who made no effort, you still only won the nomination by 68 votes after all that you had put into it. But you did win. And you took the position. And since then, in these past 9 months, my gosh, has this been really bad. Your political career is over, sir, and I have to be the guy who tells you if in some case, some way, you still don't know it. You don't address properly. You don't address with focus. You don't stay on task. You don't know how to message. You're not Trump. You and effing Diego, my gosh, what a team. You don't have it, sir. You absolutely don't have it. And I'm telling you, don't think you can run for governor. It's just not going to happen. Unless, of course, you want the Democrats to win. Matt Baer has